Good morning, students. In the first session, we discussed few points related to the topic understanding diversity. This is the second and final session of understanding diversity. The important points what we have discussed in the previous session was the presence of a wide range of qualities or features is called diversity. Human beings depend on others for the fulfillment of their needs. Every human being, though unique, is brought up to live in social groups. So these are the few points what we have discussed in the previous session. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss related to Indian diversity like social institution, language, religion, food, festival, etc. The first point is social institutions. In our country, diversity can be seen in almost every social institution, including the family. For instance, we have nuclear families in which only parents and their children live together. These are common in cities. We also have joint families in which parents, children, grandparents, and other close relatives live under a common roof and share the same kitchen. These are common in villages, generally in India. Whether the family is nuclear or joint, it is headed by a male member. However, in parts of northeastern India and Kerala, there are families in which a woman is the head and in which property passes from mother to daughter. Such families are known as matrilineal families. Languages. In India, we have 22 major languages and about 1625 dialects, means regional forms of various languages are spoken within the country. The language most commonly spoken in India can be broadly divided into two groups on the basis of their origin. The languages spoken in southern India belong to Dravidian group, while those spoken in northern India are derived from Sanskrit. Besides, there are other languages like those spoken by the tribal people that do not belong either to the Dravidian group or to the Sanskritic group. Each language has a rich treasure of written literature, some of which has been translated into other languages. This has added great variety to Indian literature. Interestingly, English, though a foreign language, is understood in all corners of the country, especially among those who are educated in that medium. Many people, especially in the cities, speak more than one language. So, how many languages do you speak? Religion. In India, there are people of different religious communities. Though most Indians are Hindus, there are also followers of other religions like Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Zoroastrianism, etc. Each religion has its own festivals, rituals, and place of worship. Some religious customs are observed by followers of various religions. For example, the Hindu festivals Holi and Diwali are celebrated by many who are not Hindus. You might know that a Muslim goes to a mosque to offer prayers, while Hindu goes to a temple, a Christian to a church, and a Sikh to a Gurudwara. It is interesting to note that all these different places, namely the temple, the mosque, the church, and the Gurudwara, have the same function to provide a place for worship. And people of different religions do the same thing, that is, pray. in these different places. We can thus say that the diversity in religion is about doing things differently and not doing different things. Way of food. Indians have diverse food habits. In southern India, which has a long coastline, coconuts and fish are an important part of the diet, as they are found in abundance there. Similarly, in that part of the country, food is cooked with a lot of spices as spices are grown there. In cold places such as Kashmir and Darjeeling, people eat a lot of non vegetarian food and milk products, especially in the winters, as few crops can be grown. The people of rice growing states are generally rice eaters, while those of wheat growing states are wheat eaters. Festivals. The environment and history of a region influence the culture, that is, belief and ways of life of its people. This is often reflected in festivals, customs, and dances. For example, Kerala's snake boat race shows the coastal people's strong bond with water, and the yak dance of Ladakh shows the people's love for the yak, which is such a useful animal in that region. Almost every Indian state celebrates the harvest festival on its own unique style. It is called Baisakhi in Punjab, Onam in Kerala, Bihu in Assam, and Makar Sankranti in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. This is a good example of doing the same thing differently. Dances. India also have various dance forms belonging to different parts of the country. For example, Bharatanatyam belong to Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Odissi to Odisha, Kathakali to Kerala, Bhangra to Punjab, Garba to Gujarat, and Chau to Jharkhand. Even geographical features influence the diversity. For example, Kerala is a state in the southwest corner of India. It is surrounded by the sea on one side and hills on the other. A number of spices like pepper, cloves, and cardamoms are grown on the hills. It is spices that made this region an attractive place for traders. Because of various historical influences, people in Kerala practice different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism. The fishing nets used here look exactly like the Chinese fishing nets and are called chinawala. Even the utensils used for frying is called the china chatti, and it is believed that the word chin could have come from China. The fertile land and climate are suited for growing rice, and majority of people here eat rice, fish, and vegetables. Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert in the mountainous in the eastern part of India. People here keep sheep and goats. The goats in this region are special because they produce pashima wool. The people eat meat and milk products like cheese and butter. It was considered a good trade route as it had many passes through which caravans traveled to what is today called Tibet. These caravans carried textiles and spices, raw silk, and carpets. While Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features, the history of both regions has been similar cultural influences. Both regions were influenced by Chinese and Arab traders. What does diversity add to our lives? Can you imagine how dull it would be if there was only one color, only one type of tree or flower or animal, and if all human beings looked alike. India is full of regional variation in food, dress, custom, and religion. This diversity makes India a truly amazing place to live in. It is even more amazing that, in spite of all our differences, we Indians have some strong similarities which make us recognizable as Indians. We are also bound by common historical experiences which gives us a feeling of oneness. For example, during our struggle, our freedom from British rule, Indians of all religion, all region and caste fought together to achieve a common goal. Students, the most important points of today's topic are: the smallest social group is the family. Families living in the same area or having some common links make up a community. The group of people living in a country under a common government is called a nation. There are interdependence within and between social groups. Even people who are very different from each other can find a reason to be friends. India shows diversity in geographical and climatic conditions, social institutions, languages, religions, and ways of life like dress, occupation, food, dances, and festivals, etc. Such diversity causes different people to do the same thing differently. This brings variety into our lives. This is the last session of topic diversity. Next, you are going to get assignment related to the topic. Students, complete your assignment on time. I hope you are going to revise lesson once again and complete the sent work on time. Have a good day, students. Thank you.